Good that you're watching the video on demand of our live reaction to the Xbox Developer Direct. As you can see here, we have to wait 15 more minutes before the show is live. So if you're watching later, you can move ahead, check the timestamps, and see our reaction to some pretty interesting games, Joyce. Welcome.
Hello, what's up?
One of them is going to be Hellblade 2.
I think my camera's turned off.
No, it's back.
Oh, hey, I'm back. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, I'm back.
Yeah, we're gonna see more of this. This is one of the 4 games that they will show. Although there are rumors that they might do a 5th one.
Really?
Yeah. They might do like they of course last year did the Hi-Fi Rush Shadow Drop. They already said there won't be a Shadow Drop, so that's not gonna happen. But they might do like another game. Hey, X-Pro RD, how are you? Thanks for joining. I mean, I'm doing well. I'm curious to see Indiana Jones in particular. We're gonna talk about that as well.
Yes.
Unicorn Hunter, thanks for joining. King Hista, good to see everyone. Yeah, this is the combat of Hellblade. I want to see more of that. I hope we get like a 5-minute uncut gameplay or something for this game. But yeah, it continues to look really impressive. What is your take on Hellblade? Have you played the first one? Are you looking forward to it?
I haven't, and it's a shame because I heard really good stories about it. Because it's really like it's supposed to be. I had this first thought about it, like this first impression, and then a lot of people said like, "Oh no, it's something completely different," and it looks really dark and brooding. Like it looks tragic though, so I have to be in a certain mindset to play this.
Yeah,
for real. Like,
and you have to play it with a headphone on because like she's in her head with like a lot of different voices.
Talk from
and you will hear that from a lot of different sides, and seems like the sequel will, go even crazier on that regard. It looks brutal.
Yes.
And of course, we want to see the the release date. That's kind of because this is the Game Awards 2023 trailer. They've shown this game maybe too many times already. Like, let's release it. But we do have a news story here. Where the rumored release date is May 21st, 2024. So we will likely see that today at the show. And it's one of the games. Let's look at the chat here. Triggered for Gaming asks Dennis. Dennis is sadly not with us because he catched a cold. So he is recharging. Hopefully he will be better soon so he can join us for future shows. But yeah, it's kind of exciting. This is the first... live reaction we're doing in 2024 for the Developer Direct. There are rumors that the State of Play is coming soon, so who knows? Maybe in 2 weeks we're here again with a State of Play. It's probably some other shows as well. So next to Hellblade 2, as some people ask, what other games? Well, we kind of see it in this very weirdly cut picture. But another one is Avowed, which is pretty exciting.
They still need to convince me some more on this one, to be honest. Because they showed the gameplay and I was like, like it sometimes looked really good and sometimes it looked like a little bit outdated, if you get my drift. They
kind of teased us in the wrong way with that first teaser trailer. Remember, with the very realistic sort of, it was still fantasy, but it looked really cinematic. And then we see this being the actual game. It still looks fine, but I expected a bit like more spectacle. But this is really that what Outer Worlds was to Fallout, this seems to be to Elder Scrolls. Obsidian, they know their stuff, and they have been really, really great at releasing games at a steady pace. They've, of course, had Pentiment, I think 2 years ago, Outer Worlds with Take-Two. So, they're doing great stuff.
They are well known for their storytelling, so there must be some sort of
their RPG, their choices. This game will have all of that as well. It won't be open world. There will be like zones instead, so that already tells you that the scope is going to be a bit smaller. But it will still have the first person gameplay, and as a Game Pass game, I think this will be really fun to get lost in later this year, and maybe we will see a release date.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a developer direct, so like it can be anything. They're going to talk about it a lot, but I hope a release date is imminent.
Yeah, but this was like the first real gameplay that we saw, so
that is true.
So they can show way more. So I'm totally digging the vibe. I'm so far just not really impressed by the enemy design. It all seems like things we've seen multiple times before.
Yeah, it felt a bit Wonderlands, sometimes with the skeletons and stuff.
Yeah. It's like very, very typical fantasy. Oh, we have a bear, but he has crystals on his back. Oh, we have skeletons with armor and whatever. I mean, that's of course the type of fantasy that some people do like, but I think like for a new IP, I mean, it's set in the it's set in the Pillars of Eternity, franchise. So I have not touched those games. So.
Oh, that's Pillars of Eternity is a good game.
Yeah.
If you have time for it though, because just like Divinity and just like Baldur's Gate, it's that kind of game.
Yeah.
You can get lost in that.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know.
People are asking, am I late? No, it happens. It starts in 9 minutes. Unicorn Hunter is asking if there will be some imminent AC announcement soon. Assassin's Creed, probably not for the big games, but I do think that the mobile game will get an announcement soon that they will have maybe an open beta or whatever for their mobile game, and I can't wait for that. But for Red, which of course the big one, I think we'll have to wait a couple of months. But Ubisoft will do their financial call in February. I already got it in my calendar circled, so I will be listening to that, give you all the info, and maybe they will reveal or tease that we will hear more about Assassin's Creed and what the future for the franchise is very soon. So, of course, the big one, Joyce.
Yes, give it to me. And it's just, I have high hopes, but I want to take this, I don't want to get too disappointed. Like it's from the Wolfenstein creators. They're known for their first person shooter. So I'm an indie title. I don't know, they could do anything with this. So
I mean, we're killing Nazis in both, so that we do at least know that they got that covered. So
that is true, but we only got such a tiny teaser for it, so we didn't even get gameplay for it yet. So they're not gonna show us today. They put it in a blog post. They're gonna show us gameplay today, so I'm really excited. And
10 minutes of new stuff. That's it's gonna be not one of those. Here's the cinematic. See you next year. No, it's really gonna be the coming out party for this game. This trailer is from
3 years ago,
January 2021.
God.
And they probably started working on it way before that, because they, of course, did Young Blood. And I think Young Blood was... let's see... Oh, Joyce, you're gone again if I do that.
Oh, no! I need to stay.
Young Blood... Wolfenstein, 2019. So, yeah, again, they've been, working on this game for a long time.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Because Wolfenstein first person.
Yeah.
Will this be third person, first person, a combination of that?
I mean, I've watched the Sunday video that you edited, and you were kind of had this prediction of it could be both. It could be a mix between first person and third person. I hope secretly it's going to be a little bit like Uncharted and Tomb Raider, so it's going to be third person. But that's maybe because I'm used to adventure games, the adventure games that I grew up with, that I'm used to that kind of vibe. But I don't know. I kind of see how first person can work too. I mean, as long as I get to do the whip thing.
Yeah.
That would be so cool though. That would be so cool.
I mean, it's interesting. Todd Howard is also a producer on this game. He already said it will be a unique genre bending sort of game. So they're gonna do something, they're not just going to make a Tomb Raider or Uncharted game. They're gonna do more than that. But I think it's gonna be a blend. So maybe if you have a chase sequence, or if you're in a tomb and doing a puzzle or whatever, or climbing. I think climbing in particular in first person, not that great. So if you have certain moments where you're third person when you're climbing, and then when the enemies show up or whatever, you're going into first-person mode and then shooting. I think that could be the best of both worlds, because then you got pretty good combat that we know from Wolfenstein, but then the more adventure-type sequences could be in third person. Because only being first person, I don't know, man. What does the chat think?
Yeah, I mean, imagine indeed first person climbing, and you'll be back at the climbing simulator of Horizon VR.
No. That was worse though, because it's like in your. I mean, I actually think first person climbing in VR is actually better, because
true, but like
in a real game, it's like not that exciting, I think. And like Xbox really needs a they really need a PlayStation game. And this could be that, right? This could be that Uncharted, Naughty Dog.
Oh, right.
Yeah, this third-person action-adventure that they're kind of lacking. They got Hellblade, of course. That is like this in the similar sort of vein. But yeah, now they can... I mean, Uncharted, we don't know where it is. They are teasing it, but we don't know where it is. So they could they could finally have their Uncharted-type game. So I do think they have to have some third-person aspects to it. Yeah, and oh, sorry.
I just hope it's not gonna be like a movie adaptation game, or type of game. I hope that Todd Howard is right. He has said some things before. So I hope he's right. It's gonna be a unique genre. I'm like, okay then. So just blow me away with what they've got. Show me what you've got, Todd Howard. Show me what you got in Indiana Jones, and we'll see after that. I just want to use that whip.
We probably will. But
yeah,
it's going to be interesting. I think it's totally going to be an original in indie as well, right? It's gonna be I think a different character.
I mean, I hope that they also do use the soundtrack, or at least
100%. They
match
totally
the soundtrack of Indiana Jones. Like I want that vibe.
They totally will get the vibe and everything, but and have their own story. The rumored name is The Great Circle.
Yeah,
crappy name, but okay. Hey, what is that circle then? We will see.
I haven't seen the last movie, by the way. I haven't seen it yet.
I know
it's on
I dodged
Disney.
that bullet. I dodged that bullet as well.
Oh, really?
I heard only bad stuff about it, so I'm like, I'm good.
Maybe I'll skip it.
I'm good. The scenes if Todd is creatively lying to us again, that would be.
Lies,
we will see. He will probably show up in this direct, I think, or I hope the Machine Games people just get to talk. Like, yeah, he had its moment with Starfield. We've seen it.
It just works.
We've seen it on Todd. But yeah, it's gonna be fascinating, and it's probably coming out this year. That's pretty big as well. Like, Xbox, next to Hellblade and Avowed, also has Indiana Jones. Huge.
Will it drop on Game Pass right away, you think?
What?
Will it drop also on Game Pass
100%,
right away?
of course. All their games drop on Game Pass. And they already said it's PS or Xbox and PC exclusive. Although, we today had the Microsoft CEO once again say that with Activision, now also under their umbrella, they are a good publisher on PlayStation and Switch as well. Ooh. So I really think, and we saw that as well with like Disney and sort of the deal between Insomniac and Marvel, where they have a certain threshold that these games have to sell. 6 million in regards to Wolverine and the Spider-Man games. If they sell less than 6 million, then both parties can be like, okay, we're not gonna do our deal anymore for future titles. So, I mean, putting Indiana Jones on Game Pass day one, it will not sell. Like, we saw that with Starfield. That sadly means that the game will sell way less. So I do maybe think that in their contract, it's like, first year, maybe first 2 years, it's gonna be on Xbox and PC. Later, we will release it also on PlayStation, because this is a PlayStation-type game more so than an Xbox-type game. So it will probably sell that really well.
What I do wonder, though, because it's going to be like an original Indiana Jones game, will it be in between certain movies?
Probably.
Or like, which movies are they going to pick that will be like between them? Because I secretly hope between 1 and 2. Or maybe it's even a prequel. That would be even more interesting.
Yeah.
But We will see. We will see. In
Legolas
about a
is
minute.
saying, I hope Todd says something similar to his famous quote, "You see that mountain, you can climb it." That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Ghostwire Tokyo is a Bethesda game, and that's on PlayStation. Mitchell, that's right. But that deal was made before Bethesda got bought by Microsoft. So Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo were already PlayStation exclusive. So they were just like still honoring that deal. And then, of course, a year later, when the exclusivity ended, Ghostwire and Deathloop were also coming to Xbox and immediately on Game Pass. So those deals are different than all the games that have launched afterwards. Hi-Fi Rush, only on Xbox, might come to PlayStation, we will see. And of course, Starfield, also on PC and Xbox right now only. But I can also see that game come to PlayStation eventually. We will see, though. I'm like refreshing. I think we're not ready for it yet. There are
It also surprised.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's a typical YouTube countdown.
It's a 4K stream. That's pretty exciting. Good to see Brock Smith in the chat as well. Thank you, man, for joining. Hey, Drake. Thanks for joining. Blazing Flame is asking, do you think we will have Blade on PlayStation later? That's of course the new game from the Dishonored creators and Deathloop makers, Arcane Leon. I hope so. I mean, that game is still super far away, so even if it comes to PlayStation, that will be like 5 years from now. So don't hold your breath. 5 years. Yeah.
Come on, I still want to play this before their name.
I mean, we if you just play it on Xbox or PC, then you can play it before that.
Probably.
May contain content inappropriate for children. Okay, hide your kids, everyone.
Hide your kids. Let's go.
We're going to the studios.
Let's go, Xbox. Disappoint.
I am Phil Spencer. Welcome to the show.
Probably. Hi, welcome to
We have
Xbox.
so many amazing, talented studios across the globe. 4 studios.
Oh, come on.
And we are now seeing their work. They're the brilliant minds. Okay. Oh, that's cool.
It's probably gonna start with that Civilization game.
Thanks, Nighthawk. Appreciate you watching.
What's up, everyone?
Whoa, nice.
Look at him go. D&D! What if starting with Hellblade? What do you think? What are we gonna start with?
Avowed.
Avowed? Really? Well, let's go.
Because then you have a Bethesda game at the start and at the end.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna start with Ara, the one that.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think they're gonna start with Ara.
No. Haha.
Oh, you were right. Okay. Points on the board for you.
Ara, I think it's called.
Is it? It still amazes me we're gonna go back to the Pillars world.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed.
Yeah.
Avowed is an adventure into the heart of the living lands.
Did you check the volume here?
Here at the edge of the known world, where you must put a stop to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at the heart of the living lands.
Looks better.
At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity. And Avowed is no different. We set out to blend the believable and fantastical to give players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Eora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an RPG.
Oh, you got once. That's awesome.
Here to talk more about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo, gameplay director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to
shit.
fit the way you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted. For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons,
Hey!
attacks,
Oh, God.
and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide range of enemy types. It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries, and special attacks. If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner. It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot. To help with the different encounters you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat.
Nice.
Oh,
That
that's
means
nice.
you can play however you want. Equip a sword and shield and charge into battle.
How quick is quick?
Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range. Or even
That's sick.
dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage.
It does look like 60 FPS, by
You
the
could
way.
use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies,
Kind of.
and then use your offhand weapons
Well,
power
yeah,
attack
yeah,
to
yeah.
shatter them.
Oh, that's
We've
nice.
worked hard to keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold by creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the living lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences, like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the living lands.
Yeah, again,
As
no
you're
open
exploring,
world,
you
but
come
like
across
regions.
the bodies of these fallen soldiers. And as you explore the remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine who, if anyone, is at fault.
Just the four of us. Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me. Training under Captain Ruiki. Trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes. Not that I'm one to judge.
Here. Take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorips. I was so surprised, and it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out. Of course he did. Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui,
Is he talking to himself,
Why's he
or
not
is
doing-
someone like saying things to
happened?
him?
At the end of the quest,
Okay.
you
Oh,
have
there
a
we go.
choice. When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the story he's told you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home.
I don't
You're
believe
right.
him.
real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it?
Worst mistake.
No, they should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Thirdborn.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this
Oh,
quest.
that's fun.
Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the
He
world.
totally
we
seemed
built.
like the guy that
Art
would
director
fled.
Matt Hansen and the
That would
team
have go
have
away.
worked to create a unique, colorful,
Voice acting was
and
pretty great, I
dynamic
agree,
visual
Johnny.
style.
From
So-
the outset, we knew that we wanted Avowed setting to feel rich, weird, and wonderful. We found inspiration in a wide swath of real-world cultures, helping us create a unique
Oh, that
RPG
looks really
experience.
pretty.
By
nice.
contrasting the vibrant with the dull, or verdant spaces with sickly ones, we can better deliver complex emotional experiences for our players. The Living Lands is a continent of untamed valleys with widely varied biomes, from luxuriant forests to volcanic wastes, and each of those regions itself is a conflux of storied landscapes. All of the regions have a lot of special things associated with them, but I have a deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. By transitioning from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand and marching in towards a beautiful oasis, there's the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
We hope you've enjoyed this look at Avowed. We're thrilled to share more about the game in the coming months, and we can't wait for you to explore the Living Lands when Avowed launches this fall.
This fall, okay,
This
okay,
fall,
okay.
okay. So this year, though, still.
Yeah,
Oh, it definitely looks better than what they showed before.
yeah, I agree. I think this region is also great to show because like super bright, colorful, some varied enemies. Only the combat sometimes there's some like quite a lot of slow motions. Oh wow, this is nice.
Wow, this art.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
Like it's pretty slow sometimes. That's fall 2024.
2024.
Okay, nice. I mean, we need more fall games, so hope it's not around Assassin's Creed Red because
We might hear more at Summer Game Fest,
Oh
probably.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Let's
next?
go to Ara.
Yeah?
Yeah. No.
No! We're going to
Okay.
Hellblade first.
Nice, nice. Okay.
Well, let's see.
I mean,
Release
they're gonna-
date or
like,
not, people?
May 21st.
Yeah, would that be it? The rumored release date?
Yeah, I mean, I hope that they at least have a release date. That would be bad if they don't.
Or demo.
Hi, I'm
Launch a
John
demo.
Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final months of development on Senua
Yeah,
Saga
okay, okay.
Hellblade 2, and the team is working hard to bring you an unforgettable journey into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity
old gameplay, we
and
need to see
immersive
new stuff.
presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about, and that we hope you care about too.
Did he just say shorter? Okay.
I mean, maybe compared to other games, I don't know. Because
I mean,
the first one
compared
was
to-
already really short.
Oh my god.
Senua is back with a
Again.
new quest. She wants to stop the Vikings who raided her village right at their source, in Iceland. But not just her quest has changed. Senua herself has grown since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will reject it.
Little by little, this settlement became my tribe.
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people. In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on top. Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
A sign. Focus.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
It's gonna get even more weird.
Yeah, it's gonna get crazier.
Players
Oh.
will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
I think this is a game you want to play for like an hour max and then put it down, then go back.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to bring into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel.
Nice.
One of our key goals was the ability to actually tell a story throughout it.
It does
write
feel
this
very
one
different
down.
from the first game, but it's very brutal
Like
and
every
you're very
kill
invested in
feels
it.
earned or something. It's like
Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey.
yeah, like every enemy is
We
like
want the player
a
to
struggle.
always feel like they just
Yeah.
scraped through, just survived it.
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces. And then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again in-game, in costume, on location, everything. It's a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend your disbelief and pull you into Senua's story. We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland. You have to be there. The sense of scale, everything is incredible.
You have to be there.
And you
yeah.
see a scene, or
Okay.
you see a small section of the game, and you're like,
We believe you.
yeah, that works, that's amazing.
Senua experiences reality differently, and a part of this manifests in the voices she hears.
She will collapse. She will collapse.
These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
Not that this trailer again.
Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them. We feel their craft, their depth, their meaning in the music. It really connects with our game and elevates it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal singer, throat singers, and our very own Furies. They sing so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of music.
Oh my god.
So this
That is so
is
cool, though.
and a very special and unique experience.
Imagine playing that and then walking around the microphone.
Our mission here at
Oh my
Ninja
God.
Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech. And that's our aim in Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja. So we all are Senua, and we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love, care and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey. A journey that you can embark on May 21st.
Yeah, there we go.
It's true.
Okay, like, it really still seems like you have the walking parts, you have the combat parts, and you have the set pieces. Like, I don't know, it feels really... Yeah, I'm curious if it will really feel seamless or whatever. Right now, it really seems like all the parts are very separate.
Yeah.
I don't know. This showing was fun. It was like cool to see the... Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, they have like another game as well.
Oh.
That's pretty cool that they do it
Square?
like this.
Square Enix?
No. Oh,
There,
what?
yeah,
Oh,
it's
nice.
Square.
That's cool.
Hey, Square, what's up?
Check foam stars. No. No, that's a PlayStation game.
No, that's a PlayStation game, right?
Yeah.
What are they gonna show then?
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series here at Square Enix.
Oh, Mana!
聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの情報を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにいち早くお伝えできる機会をいただけて大変光栄です。コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの完全新作。
Christian, no, they still have to show Indiana Jones.
ファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降、マナと聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに個性豊かなキャラクターたち、心に響く楽曲の数々、武器の特性を生かして戦うアクション RPG としてこれまでに17作発売され長らく愛されてきました。
Yeah, Rennick Arts, I agree, they did not show a lot of Hellblade too. It's like they either are keeping a lot to themselves, or there's just not a lot there. But I want to believe that they're just not showing a lot.
I'm just worried that because they said it will be a shorter game, and I just saw someone in the comments say it was already one was already short. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and they spent like how many years on this? So that's crazy.
Look, if they can blow me away with
it,
like
if it's
every
hour, yeah, it's like 5 hours, and then it's like every hour is like.
Yeah.
石井浩一さんとともに
Then I'll forgive them.
聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの内容を紹介していきたいと思います。
Hello, I am Koichi Ishii from Grabs. I am so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players. 初期の頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、中には小学生の頃すでにイメージができていたものもあります。今作では初めはドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形で最新化して聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに落とし込むか。
But I want to hear that quote again. Like, did they say shorter than the first game, or just like short? Sorry, like short in general.
Yeah, we have to listen to that again.
Yeah.
聖剣伝説ファイナルファンタジー外伝を作っていた頃から自分の頭の中では
Hellblade 2 better not be $70 bucks. It probably is, but you can also just buy it through Game Pass. That's like a steal though, because you can probably finish it in 2 days then.
I mean, first Hellblade 1, then 2.
Let's do a stream where we just like play through it in one sitting.
Straight through Hellblade 1 and then 2.
No, just 2. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of 1.
I haven't
これまで聖剣伝説シリーズには空を旅する海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します。陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピックル。ピックルもさんが新たに考案してくださっています。
Okay, I like the art style for this.
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては、今作のマスコットキャラクターになるくらい可愛い動物にしたいという漠然とした思いがありました。その上で、ヨークシャテリアの毛並み、見た目やアルマジルによく似た仙山港や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメージが浮かんできて、それぞれの特徴を取り入れながらラフデザインを書き起こしました。
Yeah, Heavenly Sword. I only played the demo because I got a PS3 after the game came out. And I just also heard like, I remember like back then people just wanted like a cool exclusive for PS3 and that looked for the time really cool. But I do think that people are like remembering that game better than it probably was. But it was like a unique style for sure. But yeah, it was also pretty short.
BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュームの制作に挑んでくれました。
I almost got my PS3 so I could replay Heavenly Sword.
新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシームレスに体験できるよう今作ではインタラクティブミュージックを導入しており冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。探索中の BGM がバトルに入った瞬間、アレンジが切り替わる様を実際に聞いてみましょう。
This is...
I'm like kind of the... I think it's just like Square Enix, of course, they were kind of like they were just doing PlayStation things, and they're still like 7 Rebirth, Foam Stars in February. They're all only on PlayStation. Final Fantasy 16. They're now, of course, bringing Final Fantasy 14 to Xbox, and now they're showing this to Xbox as well. But I really am curious how many people play this on Xbox.
I know a couple people who play Mana, but I don't know if they're going to play it on Xbox though, because they already played it like on previous platforms. But it's 15 years.
That's like cool that Xbox is trying to... I'm not sure, maybe this on Game Pass, that would be like a nice extra reason to play it on Xbox.
Yeah, I just hope it's not going to be the same as Persona, where they put it on Game Pass, and then eventually after a couple months they were like, yep, it's going to leave now, bye!
I mean, makes sense, yeah.
Same with Rip Hitman.
Why Assassin's Warden?
頑張って作ってくれていますので、ぜひ発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。私自身もプレイするのを楽しみにしています。
聖剣伝説シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作「聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナ」は今後もさまざまな情報をお届けしていきますので、ぜひご期待ください。この夏、この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません。
Summer.
Okay. Not on Game Pass.
Yeah, okay. I mean.
Okay. Square Enix is like, no, not yet.
No, we don't want that
do
much.
it. Maybe later. Maybe in
now
like.
We have Ara.
Yeah, or another hidden one, but I don't think so. Yep, Ara. There we go.
I hope they spent like not as long on this game, but we will see.
Yeah, you wanted to go straight into indie.
Yeah, and I think just that this is like for a very particular audience.
Yeah,
Hello.
Yeah.
And welcome to Oxide Games. We founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization V. We came together to create something new and innovative in a genre we all love. Ara History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Ara is an homage to historical gamers, strategy gamers, 4X gamers. It features all the depth and gameplay fans of this genre love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same. With Ara, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the office, which are all things that we purchased in order to add to the soundtrack and expand the game and make it really good.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Nice that they kept that in, that's cool.
I know this feeling so bad.
That's Dan. We started in his basement. It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion. We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and prototyping out features, rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
The end result is Ara, the historical grand strategy game that presents a living world where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
For Ara, we knew we needed deep systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give players from around the world the chance to see the game reflect their unique perspective and not just ours.
Yes, up
and
the
finally,
gamer it is.
We knew that for players to feel the impact of their decisions, they would need to see their choices reflected in the game world itself.
Thanks for the donation. Indiana Jones has a lot of fans. No
One
PlayStation.
of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara is what we call the living
Spider-Man has a lot of fans as well, and it's
procedurally
only on
generated
PlayStation, so
alternate
it's kind of how these deals sadly go.
An intuitive, authentic, and immersive space, a blank canvas for players to paint the society of their dreams.
The living world isn't just a map. It reflects the choices players make over the course of the game. They can see everything from the settling of the wilderness to cultural influence on architecture.
She has a really great voice for
the thousands
this.
of citizens living their lives and reacting to the changes.
I can like see your voice over like a trailer
players to
as
feel
well.
like they're truly occupying the world, leading their people as they thrive and grow. Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. And no feature better exemplifies this than the prestige system.
Right?
To win
So
a
it's
game
like
of
a
Ara,
natural...
players will compete with their rivals to build the most influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by prestige, the player's score that proves
Shall
their
we
worth
see
as a
Dutch
leader.
things in here?
The prestige system gives players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might. Scientific advancement.
Whoa.
The choice is theirs.
What? Okay.
That's cool.
In Ara, there are no set victory conditions. Players get
But
to
yeah, them
decide
showing
what is
concept
most
art for
important to
that,
them
it's probably
and
still
focus
far
and
away.
prioritize on
Yeah.
those goals while still being able to win the
Welcome
game.
in 2077.
Personally, when I play Ara, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments and architectural achievements from throughout human history. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza. They're hard to build, but worth it, giving huge prestige bonuses and game-changing abilities to the nation that constructs them.
Another aspect of Ara that I'm personally excited about is our crafting system.
The crafting system offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at balancing, gathering the right things, turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally
Sounds like an
getting to the
IGN ranking
outcome or
video voice.
reward
Yeah,
of something
like
like an important improvement or triumph.
I'm sold on
Just
Avowed,
changes
but not
the
in Hellblade
challenge
yet.
that exists in
Same
Ara
here.
compared to other 4X games.
Yeah, I think they had to
Crafting
really
plays out in Ara
sell
at
it
a
to us.
national
And
scale, with players honing
you
and
heard the
combining
passion,
natural
but
resources they harvest
we did not
into
see
all
it in the
manner
gameplay.
of goods and components. Those are the foundation for everything, from international trade
Yeah, if it's like a short
to
game,
improving
maybe
cities and citizens'
not showing a lot
lives,
is smart.
and even manufacturing the weapons necessary to draft military units. The crafting system in Ara encourages thoughtful, advanced planning. It rewards players who can see the strategic outcome of all their collective decisions, and not just the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system.
Oh,
Many
there's more to
strategy
say.
games have
Okay.
players alternate taking turns and reacting to their opponent's moves. In Ara, all players' actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players' ability to
have a
navigate
PS5 and
uncertainty,
PC,
to
I'm not
predict
gonna
and
support.
strategically plan for a
I mean,
variety of scenarios in the moment.
Pagodas,
This
you can
system
like
makes
wait
Ara
till
just
India
feel
comes
more
to
real.
PS5,
In a
which
typical
might
strategy
happen later
game,
on.
once your turn is finished,
But it
you
will
don't
be on
wait for a
PC,
long
so
time.
you can play
With
it
simultaneous turns, generally speaking, those times are very low. You get to keep playing the game and stay engaged rather than having those periods of downtime.
Let me know in the
where
chat
you're
if
not
you are
doing
actually
anything.
looking forward to this game, because
It's
I totally
not
think there are
easy
people, but I'm
sifting
just not
through
sure if
all
they're
of history
watching right
and picking
now.
what to include. For Ara, we wanted to offer a fresh
Ara.
perspective, so we looked at cultures and societies throughout the millennia with the broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really shines is in our leaders. Leaders are so often seen as military personnel or prominent government figures.
Johnny,
but leaders
Dennis,
come in so
has
many
a cold,
different
so
forms.
he is,
They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies,
resting
and many
out.
more.
He will be back.
Unfortunately.
Each leader
We're
in
thinking
Ara
of you,
has a
Dennis.
number of special abilities determined by
If
their
you're watching,
personality
go back
traits,
to
You're
bed.
watching.
as well as a powerful and unique leader
Indeed.
trait informed by their contributions to
back
world
to
history.
sleep.
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that they will
Oh,
want
a lot
to
of
play.
no's.
Yeah.
Even a few that may surprise them
I
with how
pass.
fun
No,
it
not
is
for me,
when
no,
those
same.
leaders are handed the reins of power.
I mean, if I had the patience.
What?
For us at Oxide,
We also
player
made a
feedback
board
is the
game.
only way to really
damn it, I thought
understand
it was
what you're
D&D.
making. It gives us that priceless perspective from the people we're making Ara for. You.
I might
Building
check
the
it
game
out. I play a lot of
alongside
Civ.
real
Okay,
players
Finny,
has
nice.
given us that critical player feedback. In the end, we believe
Fumble,
this makes
yeah, I
for
know
a
people
deeper
that like this as
connection
well.
between the players and the game.
One of my favorite examples is when we first introduced the concept of dangerous wildlife to the game. It turns out, in our first iteration,
Oh
it was
no,
maybe a
shoot that
little
cool.
bit
I mean,
too
it's like-
aggressive or disruptive. We knew we should probably
Give us
make
the
a
elevator
change when
pitch.
one of our
Show us
insiders
2
made a
minutes of
forum post
gameplay
that
and
was
then
just,
say, want to hear the full developer commentary,
"Someone
go
get
to our
these
YouTube
feline
channel.
demons away
That
from
would
Yeah,
be
but it's like
better.
developer direct, so
I'm
they
happy
can
to
go
report,
out on this
based on
one.
more recent feedback.
But they
I
know
think
that
we
this
ended
like
up in a
the
good
least
place
that
with the
people
overall
don't
threat
care
level
really
of
for
Mountain
this.
Lions to
Like
a
there are
player's
people that go
citizenry.
ham for it, and there are people
It's
that
been
really don't
years
care.
of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other. And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line.
I like that scooter though.
We can't
Give me
wait for
one.
players to get their hands on the
Okay, they're
game
gonna say
later
release
this
date?
year.
But the launch
year.
of Ara is only the beginning.
Oh.
We're going to maintain our insider program after the release date and continue to listen to players and support the game into the future.
On behalf of everyone at Oxide Games, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait for you to play Ara and to create your
For
own
some
history.
reason, I think it's like a Marlboro logo, but it is their studio logo.
Oh, I get. Yeah. I get
Like,
where
why
that's
do I have
coming
like a
from.
Marlboro logo on their wall? But okay.
Yeah, I get where it's coming from.
Okay, there we go, go, everyone. It's time.
Please tell me there's nothing in between right now.
No, they're gonna do it. Yeah.
Yes! Oh my god.
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones. Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure. Even today, it's one of the most iconic franchises in pop culture. In this game, you aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones. You will see through his eyes and experience a journey that we hope lives up to the proud legacy of Indiana Jones. When Todd Howard first told us about his vision for the game, we knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game forever. I'd had this idea for what it would be like and the story, what Indy was going after, what period of his life it was in, what kind of arc he was going to have. And as the years went on, I thought, who would be like the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at Machine Games. I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to. Let's take our first look at the new Indiana Jones game.
Yes! Give it to me!
Let me tell you what you are missing, Dr. Jones. While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
Oh, wow.
That looks very like him. Yeah. That's very good.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay, thought. Yeah.
Myths.
Okay.
History.
Oh my god.
Different
looks
ways
good.
to interpret the past.
I'm crying already.
Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs, scattered and buried. Just waiting.
You were right.
To be found.
Some third-person things, or is it just for
some
the cutscene?
third-person. I don't know.
From your problems, Indiana.
Watch me.
Yes! Yes!
Throughout history, mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
The Great Circle.
Yes!
It looks like a VR game. I don't know why, but it's like.
These guys before. Trust me.
Yeah.
It ain't a walk in the park.
Okay then. Let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I could keep up?
Shit. Oh shit! What? Cool.
Patron of the fallen angels.
So the cutscenes are still third then? And then some moments when you like interact with something.
The Great Circle.
Oh, it's right. You were right.
The
You
Great
were right.
Circle.
And the Great Circle. Who's voicing him though?
You have any idea how old that was?
Is it? No, it should be. If it's Harrison, then it's cool, but
Indiana Jones is such an iconic character, and he means so much to so many people.
Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories. Most of us grew up with his adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years. He's a brilliant archaeologist, he's a charismatic everyman, he's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels. For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting and interactive world we've built. We believe that being up close and personal to the adventure is key, making each action feel like your own.
I think it's kind of cool to explore like
Whether
a tomb
it's
that way.
cracking your whip, solving puzzles in ancient temples,
This gave me Horizon
or
5
seeing your
off the
knuckles
bat.
go bloody in a fist fight. All of these moments are much more intense in first person. But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with the hat and the whip, and so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back for
Hey, I called it. I called it.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
I see. Okay,
When our game
that's an
begins,
interesting
Indiana
arc.
is working at Marshall College. He wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum. The mysterious giant of a man makes off with what seems to be a historically insignificant
Is that who I think it is?
sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Yeah, I saw him as yeah.
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
Tony.
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
On next plane to Rome, stop. Need help, stop. Meet me in Vatican, stop. Indy.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be Indy if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun, and to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies, observing enemy patrols and using them to your advantage.
This really gives me Avatar vibes, by the way.
Like the whip.
It's
Recently,
an
of course,
amazing global
stealth.
adventure with action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai, the pyramids of Egypt, the snow-peaked Himalayas, and beyond.
We look carefully at each location and the time period the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music.
Yes!
John Williams is the original composer for the indie films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
We also take a very movie-like approach to things like cinematics. We're very physical with our production style. We use a lot of stunt actors.
Whoa.
Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
Yo!
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
Fine.
This looks so impressive.
We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're both brilliant people, compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under Indy's skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
One of our mottos for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you. You may choose to sneak around an enemy patrol, or maybe you'll just pick up a shovel and whack them on the back of their head. And when you can't use your wits, you got Indy's most iconic tool. Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purpose as possible.
Let me
we want
use
it
it,
integrated
yes.
into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment.
Cool.
You can use it as a distraction.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes, you can absolutely use it in combat. Everything you'd expect from Indy's whip.
People are gonna do the whip only run.
Puzzles are a key feature in our game. The spirit of discovery is so important to Indiana Jones. Obviously, there are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them. Epic traps, small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
Easter eggs. Oh, this is a throwback to Lost Ark.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine Games is known for creating these rollercoaster experiences with huge set pieces, surprising twists, and immersive narratives. It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise and create such an authentic experience while still being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not. Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure, and I think that's something everyone wants to be part of. I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year.
Woo!
And we cannot wait to share
That's
more
cool.
soon.
Hey,
Todd.
Todd!
What the heck happened?
Todd. That was so out of character. Yeah, no, I'm excited. Let's go.
Yeah, I think it looks cool.
It looks really good. I just wonder who Indy is playing. Like, who's the voice?
2024 on Game Pass, PC, and Xbox.
Later this year, they said, and then they keep 2024. That's okay.
Yeah, it's like the end of the year, probably.
I mean, it would be a really cool December release.
Probably before that. We will see. They got the outro sizzle reel. Nice. Okay, that was the show.
Oh. People are saying Troy Baker. It did sound to me some moments like Troy.
Animals, children, and game developers.
That was a great show. I think
mission here at Ninja
I think
Theory
Indiana Jones
is
looks
to
awesome.
craft
Indy looks
life-changing
really
good.
worlds
I
with
can't wait to
game-changing
play
tech.
I think actually going to these
division of
tombs and
Ara
putting
is
your
our
arm in
philosophy
things
of
like
rule
has
how
way
you
more.
want to rule.
Like it's way cooler, I think.
Stay
Seeing the spider go over your arm instead of seeing that in
Creating
third person.
an immersive
And
experience
we had
like Avowed
Tomb
is
Raider
anchored in
games,
the world we build.
Uncharted games. Let's see it from a different perspective. I'm
You
down
aren't
for that.
just playing as Indy, you are Indiana
I love that
Jones.
new technology where they just import clothing from like that time period.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's I like
今
that.
作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクショ
Yeah,
ン
no
部分が
Fable.
強化されています。
Not in this stuff, Direct.
Probably in the summer again.
Yeah, hopefully.
But that's like a cool start of the year that we now always have an Xbox developer direct, probably.
Yeah.
That's a big win. Like, that's a big lineup for an Xbox. Big lineup right here. PlayStation, what do you have? Huh?
They're gonna have their moments. They're for surely gonna have their thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
But for this year, all we have is Concord. That's like a first party. But yeah.
I'm gonna say, it doesn't Helldivers count, but it's also on PC, so...
No, it doesn't count because it's not like an internal studio, so that's what
No, true to that.
So yeah, they're doing an Elder Scrolls Online stuff as well. Okay. I want to go back to that Hellblade quote real quick, because we were talking about that. What did they say? Is it shorter than Hellblade?
It was somewhere in the beginning.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level.
I think a little bit
with a new
more
motion capture space,
before that.
a bigger stage team,
even
a
before
stunt
this,
crew, and a new cast.
I think they said like near the start of the
planning the motion capture shoots.
It was the guy. Sorry, I forgot the name of the guy from Cambridge, but
bring
he
into
said
this fight. Like,
that.
how can we make this fight feel different from the
Maybe
previous
I can
fight?
Look it up.
We have all new combat for the sequel.
Her people. In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point.
No, she
Establishing
wasn't
a
saying it. It
solid
was one of
framework
the
and then building more
men.
surreal elements on top. Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land.
Oh, they even got cool art, a story of artwork from Indiana.
It was here, right?
Senua is
I
a
don't-
Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis.
I don't remember.
Seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
Oh, I found a quote.
Really?
Because IGN put the
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful...
subtitled one out.
Oh.
It says, we've once again combined high fidelity and immersive presentation with a shorter narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about and that we hope you care about too.
Okay, but so that is like once again, so it's probably in length similar to the first one. That's my read on that. That's my read on it. Hellblade, how long to beat?
I don't know. I haven't played it.
7.5 hours, so it's probably gonna be the same. Oh, sorry, Joyce, you're gone again.
Oh no!
But yeah, what do we think? Pagonis, what's your favorite game of all time? €10. Damn. Favorite game of all time.
That's a big one, isn't
That's
it?
a tough one. That's a tough one.
That's a big one.
I never know one game. We're going back to Marlboro. No, we're not.
I found Forbidden West or no, Surodam.
Yeah. For me, it's up there as well. Like, yeah. Maybe it is.
I'm trying to look up the official page right now for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, but I can't seem to find it yet. They haven't posted it yet. Because I saw the artwork of the trailer now. But
yeah, I really liked back in the day. World of Warcraft's one of my favorite games, but I can't play it anymore. But I've played it a lot. Zero Dawn, Origins, Assassin's Creed.
Origins also.
The Last of Us Part 2. God of War Ragnarok. Those would be the games. It was in the beginning in the sofa with the dude. Thanks, Drefna. Yeah, we got the quote. No Starfield DLC update either. No, I mean, they never announced that, so it makes sense that we are not seeing that. But damn, I think it was a great show. Avowed looked great. To be honest, there was no game where I was like, I can't wait to play this. This was not Sony announcing freaking or showing the first gameplay for Spider-Man 2. Or like,
no.
Right? It was nothing like that. But this indie game looks like a really good time. Like the environments look amazing. I think the story is going to be pretty mid, though.
No, yeah, you think?
Yeah. It looks very typical, but that's of course indie as well. Like it's not.
It just some of the gameplay elements do look a little bit clanky to me still. But the combat specifically looks already pretty solid. It's just like the swinging and like the climbing.
It seems like there's some delay when getting but that's still like a year away. So or like 11 months, probably 10 months.
Yeah. When they said like first
this
person,
looks like Wolfenstein. Like this.
Yeah, I was at this moment like, you guys went back to your roots, huh? No, but the character art also looks very good. Just the expressions on their faces as well. I was like, okay, that's a win for me. And I mean, the story pretty mid. Yeah, we're not sure yet, but
I mean, nothing. Yeah, it's like your typical villain, and I don't know, man. But
I was surprised to see Tony Todd in there.
yeah,
I was
that's
like,
cool.
Oh, hey, Venom, you're back.
You have any idea how old that was?
It sounded a bit like Troy Baker, but I'm not sure if it is. Is it Troy?
I don't know.
Of the Chukulimani.
Yeah, it does. It kind of does.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
It kind of does.
Unless he says on Twitter tomorrow, he's like, no, I'm not playing him. Stop. Or maybe he's confirming it. That could also be it.
Angels.
Yeah, I think it is. Here it is.
Patron of the fallen angels.
Yeah. Or it is someone who can like...
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, this really sounds like him.
Protect
Could also be someone else.
Chukulimani.
Damn it!
The Great Circle.
Yeah, it really sounds like him.
I couldn't hear it anymore.
Fumble says it sounds like Sam from Uncharted 4, and who was the voice actor for Sam from Uncharted 4?
That was Troy Baker.
yeah.
Troy Baker was Sam in Uncharted 4, that's true.
It totally sounds like freaking Troy.
Hey, but all power to him if it's true.
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't get the main role in Uncharted, so let's do it.
That is true. That's actually ironic to think about.
Chukulimani. The Great Circle.
Yeah. EU confirming Troy. Yeah. Fly Chicken comes in the chat. Did Troy tweet something? Can we look at Twitter?
You haven't tweeted anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
I
Troy's Twitter. Troy Baker's Twitter.
Are we gonna look at Troy Baker's Twitter?
Hellblade 2 will be digital-only release, costing $50, and in similar length of the first Hellblade, 8 hours, says Ninja Theory. They spent how many years on this game? Hellblade 1, released in 2017? Oh my god. It took them 2017, it's now 2020.
Look,
that's like,
again.
I'm sorry, that's insane. 7 years for an 8-hour game?
Yeah, with COVID in between.
Yeah, fair.
But, if it's gonna be a game that's short,
Yeah.
but, like,
Troy Baker will
you...
star Indiana Jones. It's confirmed.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you find?
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, that's funny. YouTube, don't kill us for this!
Troy Baker, Troy.
Where did you find that?
I just typed in Troy Baker on X, and then I found it. Troy Baker.
Lol.
Yeah. We could hear it.
Oh, they put up the website now for Indiana Jones. Oh, the artwork. I love that.
I think Nolan North will make a cameo. Oh yeah, he should. And
he should be like
Indy's brother. That would be great. Or some sort of relative. Okay. I think that's it. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks also for the donation there, Mia. Appreciate you as well. I hope the game makes a spell Lahova. That's a reference, I guess.
Is it?
Price reflects the
what
length. $50 for 70. I mean, makes sense, but I think most people will buy it through Game Pass anyways. But yeah. Okay. Hope you had a great time. Of course, in the Sunday video, I will discuss the news and look at everything else that we will hear afterwards. Some other news. Also, I made a video on the sort of Ubisoft news, where they were like, we don't want people owning games. That's at least what some people said. But yeah, that's not really what they said. So if you're curious about that, I will leave a link to that. You can watch it. And we will speak to you very soon. Goodbye.